What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron back with another video. Before we get started, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. Today I'm going to be reacting to Kevin Samuels reacting to the Will Smith situation, man. Because, man, his show last night, man, when I tell you this man dropped straight gems, like, anybody that, man, if you been with me from the beginning or subbed recently, man, you know, like, I am a huge fan of Kevin Samuels, man. Like, guys like him, Donovan Sharpe, even Fresh and Fit, man. Like, I look up to those guys as like kind of like mentors, man, because they show you pretty much every time they on here, like, what it takes, man. And then they tell you the ins and outs and, you know, everything about female nature, and like just really smart dudes, man. And this man, he dropped some gems. But first I wanted to start it off in this part, man, because YouTube is funny with the whole copyright thing. There's a particular part when he plays that the little skits where Shannon Sharpe goes off, and when I tell you he go in, this man goes in. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
Highest moment, be careful. That's when the devil comes through.
I'm the devil. If I'm Chris Rock, I'm the devil that's coming for him. I'm coming up out that purple Tom Ford, or Brioni, or a Caesar Antolini. I don't know who that was, but I'm coming up out of that. I'm coming up out of these clothes, but I don't care nothing about that. Man, you can't do that to somebody, Skip. So now comedians, can they not say anything or worried about people coming up on stage? So don't go, listen, if you're sensitive, don't you take your ass to no comedy show. Because these are comedians and they make light of situations. So if you go down there and you got on some bull jive, they're gonna make fun of you. If you look like some bull jive, they're gonna make fun of you. Chris Rock should have thought about it. I say the joke. The person that I say the joke about, her husband, so now I already feel tension. I feel confrontation, or I'm getting off the first one. Because the moment I feel confrontation, I got to end it. I'm not finna let you walk up on me like that. We argue, Skip, if we going back and forth. You across the room and here you come walking towards me. What I think, you coming to offer me a drink? What he should have done is what DC Young Fly did last year when somebody came up on the stage and whipped it. He's protecting his wife. Well, where was her protection of a man when she was at the red table talking about what she was doing with this entanglement? Where was her protection of her husband? He a bigger man than me. I ain't that big.
Thank you. Like, even Kevin Samuels had to say thank you. Come on now. That's been my whole issue with this whole situation of how these women been reacting to this, to what happened. Molly Karam, I didn't see anything wrong with it. Did you forget about this entanglement that just happened in 2020? Did you forget about that? We didn't. We didn't forget about that. What has she done to deserve that kind of protection? Seriously. Protection that wasn't even needed. It wasn't necessary at all. And like Shannon Sharpe said, that was a bunch of bull jive.
Bigger man. Ain't a road high enough for me to take.
Thank you. All right, that's what I wanted you guys to see. Shannon Sharpe kind of summed up my sentiments exactly. Ain't no road high enough for me to take, but I understand, you know, I get it. But I also want you guys to understand something too, as we get into this. Modern women, well, you know, I'll let Will tell you better than me. This has been put off on modern women and men and all other kind of stuff. I don't think it's anything as elaborate as that. I think what we're not talking about is what we did not, the other thing we did not see.
All of these black women that I get to
by their past,
all of these black women that I get to protect and shine a light on. There was a time in my life where I was concerned with, you know, being a movie star. That concern has moved on.
Will admitted in his biography released in November that he's put on a tough Hollywood persona.
To hide the coward. The coward.
Yeah. I was probably 9 and I watched my father beat up my mother and I was too scared to do anything. I was never going to be scared again.
Childhood violence also affected Chris's life. The struggles played out in his autobiographical sitcom, Everybody Hates Chris.
I was bullied ridiculously. I was a little guy and I was black, right? So I'm getting double bullied.
In January, on Dana Carvey and David Spade's podcast, Chris explained how retaliating with violence left him scarred.
I went home, I put a brick in a book bag and smacked this guy in the face with this brick and stomped him Joe Pesci style. To the point, we thought he might die. As my shrink puts it to me, you have been scared to be angry ever since.
Will has not approached Chris and his family, and I think it requires perhaps some sort.
I wanted to stop right there, man. No. One thing that I want to do on this channel is be transparent and authentic with you guys. What Chris Rock just described is something that I've dealt with for quite some time. Bullying is not cool. One of the things that I learned from it though is at the end of the day, you have to look at it as a life lesson that at the end of the day, you can, you know, can't nobody do for you but you. I mean, don't get me wrong, people can help you, you know, here and there, but at the end of the day, you know, if you ain't even trying to help yourself, who really gonna help you? You know what I mean? So, you gotta kind of look at it like that. And I don't know, it's tough, man, because I had a similar situation, grade school, man, and I kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, man, but I kind of got into it with somebody and they had to spend like a week kind of like walking like they had a hunchback because it would hurt for them to bend their neck back like straight up. And to be honest with you, ever since then, I've always been kind of afraid of being angry again, because this was actually somebody that I was friends with, childhood friends with. And it kind of made me think like, well, damn, if I'll snap on somebody like that who's supposed to be my friend, then and do that kind of damage, I'm thinking to myself, like, what am I really capable of? Like, how much control do I really have over my anger, over my emotions? And that's something that's been a challenge, man, for quite some time. I know I just went on a real long rant, y'all, man, but I kind of had to stop there, man, because that was another reason why I wanted to watch this too. And yeah. All right, let's keep it moving, man.
Sort of phone call. Or,
I think when everybody stops looking, that may happen. There's just too much heat.
Just want to reiterate that the two have not spoken. From what we hear, Chris is willing to have a man-to-man, face-to-face sit down.
So, like I said yesterday, everybody's worried so much about Will, and all I saw was what I saw was a man who was bigger, walking on stage to a guy who he knew wasn't a threat. And I think it's funny, like Jim Carrey said, I was disgusted that they stood up and applauded when you guys are supposed to be so much against violence and domestic violence and when I saw all this other stuff. You see but again, it's because a black man this happened to, mind you. Couldn't have been anybody else. But why is this so, why am I on this? Kevin, why are you on this? We already saw this yesterday. No, we really didn't. You really didn't see it like you're about to see it. You didn't see it like you're about to see it because you need to understand something that women that's why I say women should be feminine, beautiful, and inspirational. Women have a sacred place in the world, and that place is a man's psyche. A woman can inspire a man to do great things, or she can destroy him. Now, I'm going to use a term, and I'm going to say right now, I'm not a clinician, and this is nowhere close to being a clinical diagnosis. But the word narcissist kept coming up when I'm looking at Jada. The word narcissist kept coming up. And I think it's more important than anything else that we understand how somebody who has your heart like a woman can have on a man. You look at the impact it had on Lil Will when he was a boy, 9 years old. But let's talk about it. I want you guys to see something. Y'all think that this is being blown out of proportion? You don't understand the psychiatric hold this woman has on him? Well, let's see, shall we? This was a big regret for me too, because I could never open up to interact with Tupac. Smith shared at the Breakfast Club. I was the soft rapper from Philly, and he was Tupac. I was deeply insecure that I wasn't man enough to handle that relationship. What relationship are we talking about? We're talking about the relationship his wife openly talks about all the time. Again, we have been visited with more of the Smith family shenanigans than I care. Here it is again. Will Smith recently said about Tupac, I hated that I wasn't what he was in the world. I suffered raging jealousy. I wanted Jada to look at me like that.
And there you have it. In my personal opinion, I think that's why he did what he did Sunday. This right here, that right there, bro. I'm telling you, that right there is why he did what he did Sunday night. I guarantee you that's why he did what he did. This is literally what he's suffering. You want to know? This is what Will Smith is suffering from. He is suffering from dealing with a woman that is aroused by the Pookie and Ray Ray type, and she wants the alpha. She settled for a beta. He's trying to act more and more like the alpha, and it's not working. She's not buying it because deep down she knows you're not that guy. She knows you're not like that. That's why when you recently see this footage of her laughing when he goes up there and smacks Chris Rock, but she rolling her eyes when Chris Rock says the joke, that right there tells you everything you need to know. This woman she is the problem. Period, bro. I'm just reading this paragraph and I'm just like, I think 99% of men that if they could trade shoes with him, they wouldn't hesitate to file divorce, cut their losses, man, pay whatever money you need to pay and keep it moving. Start a new life, man. Seriously. This is sad. And then you got Tiffany. I don't even want to get started on Tiffany Haddish. We gonna keep it moving, man.
Let that sink in. Because Will Smith was sitting there laughing like everybody else was. But what ends up happening? He has get the likes up, people. We need 3,000 more likes or I'm shutting the chat room off only down to members. Come on, I'm leaving it to subscribers, but get the likes up. You have 60 seconds to hit the like button or the chat goes to members only. Why is this important? Because I need you to understand something about narcissism, gaslighting, triangulation, and a lot of deep-seated stuff. That's why I always talk about we need therapy so much in our community, because this stuff doesn't get talked about. You think about it. You can become one of the biggest stars in Hollywood, squeaky clean image. Women love you around the world, and this is what's going on in your house. Your wife is in love with a dead man. Oh, we all heard about August Alsina. You've also heard the rumor about Will Smith walking in on Jada and Mark Anthony. That's alleged, apparently. I don't know if it's been confirmed yet, but the rumor's still out there. But at the end of the day, no one sits around and says Will Smith is running that relationship or he's a happy man. And if you think it just extends just between him and his wife, oh, you are sadly mistaken. You are sadly mistaken. One of the few outs when you are a man and you get with a woman, and we're going to talk about how narcissistic tendencies can impact another person. If you deal with someone with narcissistic tendencies, they make you feel like you're crazy. I've been in this position before. I know people who've been in this position before. And that's why I could see what was going on. And I'm like, uh-oh. Narcissistic tendencies. Because narcissists have a way of crafting reality. And their victims, the person they're involved with, can believe it so much that you feel like you deserve it. So much to where you feel like that you got to continue to prove yourself over and over, and he can never be Tupac. Well, Kevin, you're over exaggerating this Tupac thing. Oh, really? Dear Tupac, I know you are alive someplace. I think my mommy really misses you. Can you please come back? Can you come back so me and my mommy can be happy? I wish you were here. I really do. Willow.
I apologize for the silence, y'all, man. I'm speechless. I didn't. I don't know what to say, man. Wow. Are you serious? I know you're alive someplace. I think that my mommy really misses you. Can you please come back? Can you come back so mommy and me can be happy? I wish you were here. I really do. Love, Willow. Even after reading that again, I don't know what the... Will Smith needs to file for divorce. He need to cut his losses, start a new life. Seriously. I'm really at a loss for words, y'all. I really don't know what to say after seeing this. I didn't know anything about this. I really didn't. I must have missed this part the first time I watched it. Wow. Wow. Let's continue. I'm gonna go a little longer. Oh man. Wow.
What? Willow. Tupac got killed in what, 95, 96? Willow never met Tupac. Why is this little girl writing a letter to Tupac? Why is Will Smith's daughter writing a letter to Tupac? What is being said in that house to get this little girl not writing Santa Claus, not writing the Easter Bunny, writing Tupac? Can you come back so me and my mama and we can be happy? Tupac? Fam, do y'all understand why Will is I said it last night. Hold on. I said it last night. The other night. Hold on. I said it the other day. We're tired of being pressed with the Smith family mess. And I said it on Monday. I hope it comes out that he was drunk on drugs or something, because then you could kind of see how you could excuse it. But I said, more than anything, what does he need to do? He needs therapy. And that's what you heard today. Will Smith is going to seek therapy now to deal with unresolved issues from his childhood. Well, where did these come from? Oh, we are going there.
Execute Order 66.
Where did these issues come from, y'all? Uh-oh, I'm going there. Oh, can't question Big Mama. Can't question Big Mama. Can't question Lil Mama. Oh, well, wait a minute. He said he felt powerless on watching his mom and dad, such and so forth. Look, I'm not going to touch that part of it, because what I'm going to say is far too many kids, especially when you're a boy, you feel like when your dad ain't around, you're supposed to be everything to a woman. And this is what I see with Will. He's trying to be everything to a woman who didn't ever really want him. So,
and I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, because that's exactly how I'm looking at their whole marriage. This man has wasted 25, however many years they've been married, continuously having to prove himself to somebody who treats him like he doesn't even want him. And I think this is one of the reasons why ever since this happened, it resonates with me so much, because what Will Smith is going through is exactly the kind of relationships that bring guys like me and everybody that watches content like this to this space. What Will Smith is going through is exactly why this space exists. Period. That's why when I see people over here trying to go ham on Kevin Samuels and put down this content creator and that content creator, I'm like, nah, no. I'm not going for that. Because let me tell you, man, my closest friend, he does not like Kevin Samuels at all. And let me tell you, the reasons, his reasons why. And if you're watching this, I'm sorry, bro. Your reasons come off pretty emotional. Like, they're not based in logic. Because the two reasons that he gave me, I can prove wrong myself. And I can have him look it up himself to prove it. But it won't matter, because he'll still think that, because that's just how he feels. Man, if there's anybody's watching, man, that's in a relationship and you feel, yeah, you feel, if you have any kind of inkling that what you're giving is not being reciprocated, similar to what Will Smith is going through, walk away. Trust me, man. You do not want to be Will Smith. You do not want to be who I was 5-7 years ago. Because what he's going through right now, that's what I was going through at that time. My last serious relationship. I'm like that. I talk about plenty of times. I've done a video on it. I'm like, it's either Simp Tales Volume 1 or Volume 2 is one of those. I'll probably start doing more of those in the future. This is sad, man. Like I said, man, he need to cut ties and just keep it moving, man. Cut his losses. If you gotta cut her a check, man, do it, man. At this point in your life, man, you'll be all right, bro. Cause I'm like, cause you still got some movies to make in your future, man. You 50 something, you still in pretty decent shape. You'll be all right. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I love engaging with you guys, man. Y'all are dope, man. I'm loving this community, man. Like, it's all love, man. Like, for real, man. I appreciate the support. Please like, comment, subscribe, keep subbing, all that good jazz. Catch y'all in the next video. Deuces.